don't want to bulldoze. We want to construct a room like this. Yep, perfect. And then we will bulldoze that wall right there. We have a nice big room that we can hopefully use for a bit more assembly. Alright everybody, hello and welcome back to another episode of Little Big Workshop. With me, Spacefish, and welcome to the gluing madness out here in our very messy at the moment still workshop. As you can see, the Santa hats are off, unfortunately. It's stopped snowing, it's all over. Christmas is over, it's the new year, it's time for a green My Little Big Workshop again, and it's hopefully also time for us to finally fix this mess that we call our workshop. This dude, by the way, having a very interesting hairstyle plus bandana plus something combination. I think that's kind of due to him being a super hauler. I really think the optics of these super haulers are quite funny, with all of them having this anchor tattoo and being like super muscled and everything. I think it's super funny. But with that said, we still have the granny phone out here, which, well, you know, we're still having to wait for the next market phase here. We cannot deliver any more currently, unfortunately. We have got the minicar engine also, which we seem to have issues assembling currently. Really don't quite like that, but if you all remember, our assembly lines were still a bit clogged after the last bit of huge mess with like actually stitching things together out here with the gluing tables, but that should hopefully not be much of a case anymore. We also have 9 idle, 10 idle operators even. I think we probably need to get more contracts in. It's like, I don't know, our assembly lines are still not really quite, I mean, they were keeping up in the past. I think there's just so much backlog at the moment that, well, I mean, there's just not really much of anything to do out there. Scooter engines, I think this is part of a failed contract, so yeah, I mean, that's going to be great. I would like to cancel the project, but that would mean that I would have to find all the unused parts and then recycle them separately, I think, so I'm probably just going to let them finish it and recycle it all at once eventually. Other than that, I don't know, I mean, there's not much of any initial assembly going on anymore. I mean, we've got a lot of woodworking still going with the office desk, with maybe even a bit of the King Barbecue stuff left. No, apparently not. It's mostly the office desk stuff. So, you know, woodworking part of the business is busy. But other than that, you can see metalworking, nothing at all to do. Plastic, I mean, there's a bit of work to do probably on like tires for the trample car or something. Let me see. No. Where's that? Maybe the second set of trample cars. And oh my lordy lord, this is not assigned correctly. That is a big issue. Let me, can I place the window somewhere else where it's not in... Oh my god. Okay, that's great. I mean, if we click, it goes away, so that works, but now I can't reassign it. Why can I not click the table? There we go. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I'll have to reassign all these things here, which proves to be rather difficult, because for some reason I can only click this thing out of a very small spot. But yeah, I mean, that's of course an issue. We need to pay attention to that the next time we actually get trample cars on the way. But with that said, let's see what else we maybe have for the future to take care of. I mean, box spots, you know, as you all probably know, I'm considering these for the future, but I would rather want to see how our first run here goes, also in terms of like testing capacities and everything, before we head on with anything there. So we're gonna hold off on pots so far, no, for the time being. King of Barbecues, while the demand is pretty high, the price is getting dumpstered quite a lot, and I do still have a good bunch of them in production. This thing is still getting, I think market manipulation on this thing started like here. Is he ever gonna be done with it, or is this gonna stay this way for eternity now? It's pretty weird. I mean, office desks we are already making, so that's not really too much of an option. We've got fancy office chairs, which seem to be going somewhat the right direction here, especially this one for price, and also not too bad for demand, I would say. Let's see what we need for this. I would assume It's a good bunch of like stitching and everything, which we don't have too many of those tables, but I mean, I'm guessing eventually, I'm guessing eventually we could get it done and would tie up a few operators. So that's something good. For target, I mean, durability is kind of the highest, and after that comes style. So I don't know, it seems like we can basically go for the lowest comfort possible and still be happy with it. So I'm going to go for this thing here, probably. And also here, just always kind of pick the highest durability and style combination. We will do the same right here. And yeah, I mean, that, yeah, we apparently don't have any issues in terms of comfort here. And, you know, then we can pick plastics and everything, which I'm just going to pick the cheapest one, especially considering that we do need durability. I think that is probably the right way to go. Then down here we've got the legs of the chair, which, well, why would anyone ever pick this option? Maybe it's just cheap or something, I don't know. But I want to go for either of these. We do still need strength more than style, so that's going to be the plan, I think. We're going to go with the cheaper production method for the time being here, just in the hopes that that will be just fine. And then, yeah. I mean, we don't even actually need that much. We can go with this. Okay. And now we just need styles, so yeah, this is cheaper though. Okay, maybe we can swap some durability for style somewhere else. What do I have here at the moment? We have got this design, right? So we can go for this one instead. Yep, and there we go. Good stuff. Now, yeah. Alright, that puts us well within the target. I'm going to go and assign all these materials and assign all the different tables and things to do, and then we're going to head right into it, because I think this is probably a decent product. You know, a bit of metal work for the metalworking guys, good bit of plastic work for those guys, a bit of sewing work, because, you know, we're not really using those stations too much either, and then I'm kind of thinking that's going to be the bottleneck, but it's it should be fine. You know, at least we're going to use those stations for one. So I'm going to assign all these things, and I'll be right back after. Alright, so as you can see, all the linking has been done. Now, just to actually click that batch icon, I think we're going to start out with like 20 chairs, just because I'm honestly a bit worried about the whole sewing part of things, because we really only do have like, I don't know, 2 sewing stations, I think. So it's going to be a lot of work, and I don't want to have things bottleneck too hard. So this is where we're going to be starting out, and then we'll see where we go from there. That said, I would also like to finally, slowly but surely, get into redesigning this whole space in here. And we do have a good bunch of money that we can use to actually already buy some of the more advanced workstations, especially, of course, advanced table saws. Now, we do have 3 table saws at the moment. I would like to keep it at that, but make it advanced one. So that's like effectively just doubling our capacities right there. I think it's going to be a crazy improvement in assembly times. But let's see about it. Let's see how it's going to do. I'm just going to place them in the corner for the time being, because, you know, I want to leave some space to actually redesign this whole room eventually. And then we'll just kind of see where to go from there. Let's order that. That's going to be 27k right there. Let's also kind of check how the mood's going to develop based on that. Still 153 mood left over, so not really much of anything to left to worry about for us at the moment right there. Then, oh, we actually have 4. Wait a second. Have I ever linked? Wait. Have I ever linked this table saw to anything? I have. Okay. Well, in that case, I guess we're going to order one more just to make sure. Well, I mean, we're going to keep up with our production capacities with 3 advanced ones, right? But I'm just going to order another one because, like, honestly, why not? I've got a lot of money right now, and if I can solve some bottlenecking that way, I'm going to happily do it. So, first bunch of advanced table saws coming in right here, and look at the high-tech-ness of these things. They've got, like, a tablet thingy and, like, a few buttons and everything. Very nice, very fancy. And that is hopefully going to help us out a lot. Now, what I'm also going to order for it, I think, is going to actually be a billboard, because I'm pretty sure I cannot link them to this billboard right here. And I don't know, I don't want to mess things up, so I'm just going to sell all the others eventually. And then I've already got a billboard kind of pre-set up for this stuff. Now I'm going to kind of wait for woodworking to empty out a bit more right here, I think, because as you all may remember, I said I do want to design this whole storage space too. So we're just going to kind of let woodworking run empty. We're going to have probably a few people idling. We're probably going to lose a bit of money to it, but I do want to be able to kind of remove this shelf and properly redesign this, and then in the meanwhile we can at least have some metal working and plastic working stuff going on that still feeds into final assembly lines and hopefully enables us to make some more money. That said, we've got 18 out of 20 King barbecues ready at the moment, and I totally missed the market update. Oh no. That's actually pretty annoying. We're going to deliver these 18 just so I don't forget about it right now. And we can already make some of that money back that we invested, hopefully. I'm also actually going to have a quick look into if we have anything else that I've never placed down here. I did find out, by the way, that I did actually place advanced plasma cutters and all that stuff up here. So I'm not quite sure where I got that impression from that I never did place that, but I indeed did. That probably also kind of means that I don't really need my standard abrasive saw anymore. Let me just double check, but I think the stats are the same. I do of course need the metalworking specialist, but I do have more than enough of those. So if we look, I don't know, where is it at? I can't really seem to find it right now. I mean, here's the advanced abrasive one. You can see metal specialist required. I cannot see the... Oh no, there it is. Yeah, so same thing that it's taken care of. So honestly, I'm going to sell the abrasive saw here. Now we've got the advanced plasma cutter. We're going to check the same thing out, and I think we can probably get rid of this thing right here in turn. So advanced plasma cutter. Well, let's actually sell this out to the open market. We can actually also sell the granny phones because, you know, finally, things have kind of settled down for it. I would make more, but honestly, like, kind of, this price doesn't really look too compelling to me. What is going on with my Minicar F1 engines right now? I don't quite know. Why are we not making these? Can somebody explain? We're failing another contract. I really don't quite like it. I mean, they seem to be making parts of it, but they seem also to be rather slow about it. I'm just going to overclock their work table, see if that helps anything. Maybe we can at least finalize a few, but I'm not too hopeful right there. Abrasive saw, of course, being sold. Now, let's look at the advanced plasma cutter. So, well, I mean, straight cuts, we've got the advanced abrasive saw for, right? So we don't really need it for that, but like curved cuts, we've got the plasma cutter for, which we can get rid of. Is there anything else that makes these kinds of cuts? No. Okay. So, plasma cutter is going to go as well. That is going to leave us with a bit more money, a bit more space in here. Maybe we can eventually use that for something. I don't know. But for the time being, that is going to go. So, that's nice. Other than that, I don't think we really missed anything out here in terms of like woodworking. We did already replace the milling machines nicely. So, that is certainly very, very good. We will have a bit more space, so I'll kind of have to think about how to use it. I mean, we've got the scroll saws out here. Maybe I can move the lathe down here too and add like another scroll saw to the equation, and also maybe add another wood bender up here once I've sold that straight, well, that table saw right here. And then like gluing, I'm certainly going to upgrade even a bit more, I think. I'm not really too happy with the gluing performance, and we don't have any like routes of improvement there, so we can really only add on more. And I think with this big of a room, there's not really much of a reason not to add on anymore, especially since I'll get rid of these few saws, and that'll up the overall mood available again. So honestly, why in the world not? Now, with that said, I'm not too hopeful for the engines, to be honest. This is not too great, but we will be selling these machines out, which is going to be nice. I think I want to kind of move this form press to up here. That way we can you know, maybe squeeze a few different things in down there, move the welding station over, something along those lines, I think. And yeah, I don't know. I don't think we need to overstack this room too much, but we can at least move a few things about the place. So the welding station is going to go there. That way, you know, we can at least use our full storage space again, and then maybe we can even move the billboard down there into the corner to make things look a bit better than before. Money-wise, not doing too bad, so that's great news right there. We are also not assembling a single thing again, which is, great. Great as always. I'm not quite sure why we're struggling that hard with final assembly again, to be honest. We've got so many assembly tables and specialists at this point, it just doesn't really make much of any sense. So, yeah. I wouldn't be able to tell you what the issue is. Maybe we can actually make this middle assembly thing a bit bigger too. I mean, for mood, you know, we're at 10 mood, and we really only have one mood boosting item in here, so we can make this a room like super huge and just put a few mood boosting items in there, and we're going to be golden forever. Because these tables don't really need much of any mood boosting going on, because like they use like 4 mood a piece or something. So let's do that. Like, oh no, let's cancel that. I actually accidentally made the room weird size, so let's do it the proper way this time around. No, that was also not the oh my god. Can I just like, am I using the bulldozing tool right now? I am indeed. We want to construct. We don't want to bulldoze, we want to construct a room like this. Yep, perfect. And then we will bulldoze that wall right there, and we have a nice big room that we can hopefully use for a bit more assembly. I'm probably going to move this zone over and make this zone a bit bigger and add on a bunch of tables, and then we can probably also add on a bunch of operators. Which, speaking of a bunch of operators, I mean, how many do I have right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got 10. We've got 4 tables right here. We've got 6 tables right there. So we do actually need some more assembly specialists. That means we're going to probably promote these two. And that also means that I probably should hire another 2 that can already get some skilling going. So that's going to be the plan right there. Did my constructor lads already come? They did indeed. So that's going to start rolling away nicely. As I said, we're going to let this run empty. I don't know what's going on right now. Why are we not assembling a single minicar F1 engine? Why is everybody doing the flip and trample cars when the minicar F1 engine has priority? I don't know. It's too late now. Totally messed up the order. Great news right there. It is what it is. We're gonna, well, what's going on? Why is nobody doing anything? Like, now the mood is of course totally messed up in here. Is it a? It's already a huge room, so we could theoretically make this even bigger if we wanted to, I think. But we're gonna stay with this for the time being. I'm gonna get a decoration in here being, I think it can, wait, what was the mood like? -40. I mean, the thing is, well, if I add 2 tables, that's gonna be -48, so candy dispenser is more than enough, and it saves a bit of space compared to an arcade machine. So that's what I'm gonna go for right here. Just gonna stack that up in the corner for the time being, order that, get that set up, and hopefully people can assemble a few more things again, because, you know, things are very, very full at the moment. I mean, we're making a bunch of trample car sets, at least something. I really don't know what in the world is going on up here other than that. But yeah, I think it may be actually time to move this like central assembly line over to somewhere else. Make like a room up here and have like a delivery place right here, and then, I don't know, reuse these rooms for something else, because like this has very much reached its limitations in terms of how I can expand it, because, you know, down here we don't have space, up here is the telephone, which we can't remove unfortunately, so I think we kind of have to go around eventually buy like another lot, which, how much does this cost? 12k. It's really not too bad. Let's get it already, I think. It is unfortunately going to remove our chocolate, I think, but well, we're gonna just only get that for the time being. That's gonna give us some more capacity to expand out here. I'm pretty sure we're gonna do that rather soon. The only thing I'm not quite sure about, to be honest, can we? Oh, we can't even build our own loading bays at the moment. Yeah, so I think that's going to be the next thing that I'm going to research. I do also, by the way, have 4 research points. I could, of course, go for plastic production tier 3, which is also very, very nice, or, you know, like some free employees or extra employees and stuff like that, which employee cap I think I'm going to have to raise very soon as well, because we're nearing that very, very much right now. But I think loading bay is going to have to be the priority right here. I mean, what do we have in here? Deadlines. I mean, deadlines are good. Keep missing them all the time at the moment. So deadlines are always great. But I don't know. Oh, I mean, that's so good. That's just really good, to be honest. But maybe we're gonna actually do this later. I don't know. Because, like, this is actually really good. It's, like, increasing the demand 100% for basic products, 50% for medium products, 25% for advanced products. That's a lot. That's quite a lot. We've got, like, ugly but sturdy machines. All workers in your energy train for 12 hours. Also very interesting, not too desirable though, I don't think. Deadlines are also quite cool. But honestly, I feel like this is a very good thing to have. Or the employee cap, and I think we don't need that quite as urgently. Let's do this one. It's going to up the demand in the market by quite a bit, and I hope that's going to help. We have now finished expanding this stuff up here, which I think means that we should... No, that was the wrong button. Oh. Schedule maintenance instead of moving the thing. Very annoying. Can somebody now move the assembly table, please? Is that maintained? Thank you. We're going to move this thing over too. I'm going to have some space for some new assembly tables right here, and we're definitely going to use our... As I said, I'm going to put 2 more for the time being. Right here. So 1... and 2, like that, and then like this zone definitely has to move all the way over there. I'm not sure, do I want to use a corner? I mean, I kind of feel I do, but in that case, you know, if I do this, I'm going to block the worker a bit. This corner, I don't like the corner. Maybe I can use the corner for all my mood booster items. Just use the zone like this here instead. Right, and then we can just have this as a central storage and pull it all the way over. So we're gonna do that. And we also can order the actual tables. That would be... Oh no. Okay. I thought I bugged it out, didn't I? So that's good. I'm going to move the standing fan to over here. I'm going to move the candy dispenser to over there. And we can even move the billboard to over there. And that way, you know, at least the zones have got all their capacity left over. So, that's the plan right there. That's going to add on some new assembly capabilities for us, which is hopefully going to be awesome. We're going to actually promote these lads to plastic. No, my god, why to plastic? No. Assembly specialists. I'm missing an assembly guy now. I clicked the wrong button. What do I say? Oh, that's pretty annoying. God. Anyways, let's deliver some of these trample cars now, shall we? Oh, what have I done? What have I done? Damn it. Okay, well, we can change that after the fact. Unfortunately, demand has gone up a lot. Gotta say that. That's actually very, very nice. I will have to look for some new products to make at this point, but I'm not quite sure which ones I can make, because I mean, I wanted to let woodworking run empty. We've got the speed bikes and the mountain bikes and stuff. I think I had a plan for one of these, didn't I? Did I have a plan for this? I did indeed. It's actually kind of nice. Should we just check that this is assigned to the proper thing? I'm just gonna... No. Why would you stand in front of the only place I can click this flipping billboard at? Oh my god. Luckily there was a different kind of micro spot that I could click. But yeah, I mean, all these things seem to be assigned. I'm just going to make 20 of these, and there's not going to be any woodworking involved as far as I know. Indeed not. So let's do that. That's hopefully going to be good, and going to keep some workers busy. This place, on the other hand side, is already very, very empty, so that's kind of nice. Have I assigned things here yet? No. Okay, let's do this first. But I think this then means that we can probably sell our old table saws very, very soon, including the billboard assigned to them. And we can also finally move the actual zones here and move the door and everything. So that's going to be great. Really looking forward to that. I don't know. I'm going to move this zone to like over here for the time being, so it's kind of out of the way. Boop. And then people are hopefully going to move things from that zone over too. I will then actually just... Do I have anything still here in the queue? No. Okay, so we're going to sell the table saws. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then this billboard can also go. Nice. That's going to move some things out of the way for us. We've got the gluing stations still. I mean, they're kind of in the way, to be honest, of where I want to put my ingoing zone now. We're just going to do this for the moment, because we do need this space so I can move the shelf to over there, because I need to, of course, move the door. So, let's move that shelf. Not yet, because it's, of course, there's things in the way. No more. So, shelf is going to move to over here. We are going to extend the zone all the way out to the edge here, I think. We will move these gluing stations. Where are we going to move them to? Huh. Actually, I don't like this too much right now. Should we maybe sell the shelf altogether? I mean, you've kind of made the discovery that shelves don't really do much for us, do they? I would honestly kind of prefer to sell the shelf at this point. Because, like, they take up as much space as they kind of add on. Right? If I'm not totally mistaken. You've got the bottom row, you've got 2 top rows, right? And you're taking up 2 rows in which otherwise materials would be placed. So it's not adding on any space. I don't know. The only thing is that workers can move through there more efficiently. So I guess that is a kind of pro thing for them. But other than that, I don't know. The thing is, I would really like to place this thing sort of in the middle of the room, if that makes sense. So it can go all the way till down here, and people don't have to run around for like 2 bajillion years to actually pick up any input materials. The thing is, if I do that, I've got to move the shelf again. And I'm not quite sure I want to keep it yet, so I am going to keep it for the moment. I'm going to move that thing again. And we're going to change the kind of layout right here to this, basically. And then I'll have to kind of find out how to do this general storage thing too. Maybe we can have a slim general storage at one side here. And I don't know. Maybe we can use the shelves in a way to kind of get like paths going through which the workers can move without being obstructed by materials. I think that may be the way to go. That may be the way how to use these blocking surfaces. I think that's kind of the only efficiency you really get from them, is that no goods are lying here so people can move through at a standard speed, not this like kind of reduced I am in the zone speed. It's very weird. But let's go and get a new door in right here. I think that's I mean, actually, do we need a new door? If we keep it like this, we don't need to be too worried about it, do we? I think it's honestly pretty fine. Got some space up here in the corner now. We've got some space in the hallways, which I kind of intend to fill some of this space with my mood boosting items, so we are going to do that. Going to move some of these things over there. Probably going to get like another wood bending thing filled in right there, so I can't really, you know, squish it all into the very corner. But, you know, we've got more space right there. So we can move a few things to over there. And just slowly but surely reorganize this whole mess a bit, I hope. All this stuff out of the way. I not hit accept on this one? What happened there? There we go. That thing out of the way. Now we've got this water dispenser thingy, which I'm just going to move to the corner right here. And then, you know, we've got some nice space here in the middle, except for these gluing stations still being absolutely in the way. Now, this thing, the lath, I'm going to move to over here, I think, to kind of have them in the same place, and then we're going to use this for like another abrasive saw, I think. The billboard right here is also a bit in the way. We're going to move that to the corner right there, and then we can maybe have the gluing stations like right here? Maybe we can... No, I don't really want to have them back to back again. I kind of prefer to leave some space and put them down like this. If that makes sense. I hope that this will somewhat work. We are out of space down there, unfortunately, so this stuff will probably be moved up again. And then we've sort of somewhat organized this room, I hope. Let's see. Can we move this up to here again, please? And then we'll have some space for that last gluing station, and then we just got to move this general storage right here, and then we should be pretty much good to go. So general storage, I think the plan will be, we just have it across the room out of like very, very slim layouts, and then this thing goes across the room as well at a not so slim layout. And that way we've got the storage in the middle, so everybody can hopefully access it rather quickly. People can move around at a rather decent pace, and maybe we can use this shelving stuff to kind of funnel people through. I'm not quite sure about the shelving stuff at the moment, I have to say. I've really got no clue how to use that to my advantage, if that makes sense. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I'm just going to order some machinery here real quick. We are going to go and get a wood bender, which is going to be placed right up there. And we are going to go and grab another... Where is that at? Scroll saw. Which I am going to place right there. We don't have any advanced scroll saw stuff, right? We only have advanced milling. Yeah. Okay. So I think that about makes sense. That's our new layout then for the woodworking stuff. I'm going to see about, like, if there is any good way how to use these shelves in the next episode. Then we're going to kind of decide if we keep this, if we really use it with that idea of funneling people through, or if I just get rid of it and call it a day. But other than that, I think this is now all nice and sorted and somewhat more streamlined and way less chaotic than it used to be. We've got some nice fancy new machinery that should boost our wood production even more. We've also got a lot more machinery which should help us out a ton, and we've still got some space for expansion if we ever need to. So pretty happy now with our woodworking space. I hope you all like where I'm going with that too. For today, I'm going to end this episode off right here though, so I hope you all very much enjoyed it. As always, if you did, please make sure to hit that like button down below, and if you're new around this channel and haven't done so just yet, also please consider subscribing right down below, as well as hitting that bell icon right next to it to stay up to date on any future upcoming episodes. And with all that out of the way, as always, thanks a lot for watching, and I hope I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao.